Hello guys and welcome to Starborn HFY. If you love sci-fi, epic space battles and stories where humanity doesn't just survive, it dominates, then you're exactly where you need to be. Here on Starborn HFY, we tell the kind of stories where humans aren't the side characters or the ones begging for mercy. We are the game changers, the wild card, the relentless force that defies the odds and rewrites the fate of the entire galaxy. This is HFY Humanity. F. Yeah. Asterisk aliens might be older, smarter, more advanced, but there's one thing they always underestimate: us. Because when humanity is cornered, when everything stands against us, that's when we become the most dangerous species in the universe. So strap in, because today's story isn't about peace talks or quiet diplomacy. It's about fire, fury, and the raw willpower that makes us unstoppable. And before we dive into this tale of grit, chaos, and cosmic defiance, don't forget to smash that like button, drop a comment to share your thoughts, and most importantly, subscribe to Starborn HFY for more epic sci-fi stories where humanity takes center stage. Now, let's begin.
In the heart of the Galactic Council chamber, silence held its breath. Then came the voice, cold, final, unforgiving. Final decision by order of the Interstellar Accord. Human male designate. Jason Reeve is to enter immediate marital alliance with the Consul of Threxion's 3 granddaughters. Jason didn't move, couldn't. The words echoed through the chamber like a death knell. Around him, thousands of alien dignitaries watched in stillness, glowing eyes, crystalline faces, unreadable expressions. This wasn't diplomacy. This was a cage sealed with ceremony. 2 weeks ago, he was just a junior envoy, a low-level human diplomat posted to Sigma 12. A miscommunication at a Threxion banquet, a mistranslated phrase, an insult no one intended nearly ignited a war. Earth scrambled for a solution. They didn't send an apology. They sent Jason, a living offering, wrapped in velvet protocol, dressed like an ambassador, sold like a pawn. The chamber doors slid open with a hiss. 3 figures entered, tall, regal, terrifying. The granddaughters of the Threxion Consul. Their skin shimmered like galaxies caught in glass. Their eyes were cold, ancient, measuring him. One smiled like a predator, one didn't smile at all, and the third, her stare pierced straight through his soul. The eldest stepped forward. Zelara, we accept the offering, she said, voice smooth and metallic. He will serve our house. Jason tried to speak, but the Earth ambassador squeezed his arm, a silent warning. Do not resist. His fate had already been signed in bloodless ink. Later they took him to the consul's palace, grown, not built. A living fortress of organic crystal. The walls pulsed with light, breathing like a sleeping beast. The halls whispered in a language Jason couldn't understand. At dinner, he sat across from his future wives. They didn't speak, they didn't eat, they just watched. Then, finally, the youngest, Viral, leaned forward. Her voice was soft, sharp. You think you're here for peace? Jason swallowed hard. Am I not? You're here because of the prophecy, she said. Zelara nodded. An old vision, a warning. When the stars align in crimson shadow, the house of Threxion shall fall to one born of fire and flesh. You, Sirex added quietly. Human, earthborn, chaos in skin, Jason's breath caught, and marrying me stops that? No, Viril whispered. Marrying you binds it, contains what they fear. He stared at them. He wasn't being welcomed. He was being restrained. That night he tried to escape. The palace shifted. Walls moved. Doors vanished. He was being hunted by the building itself. In the cryo garden, he found a pet hand, found her waiting. Viril, alone, smiling like she knew he'd come. Still think this is about love? She asked. One of us wants you dead, one wants you gone, and one. She stepped closer, her eyes glinting. One hasn't decided. Jason's voice was a whisper. Which one are you? She smiled wider, said nothing, and disappeared into the mist. At dawn, he stood before the consul. The ancient ruler towered above him, cloaked in star silk and silence. You will marry them in 3 cycles, he said. Until then, you will be tested, watched, measured. Jason didn't flinch. He didn't bow. He wasn't here to serve. He was here because he was dangerous. And maybe they were right to be afraid. Because fire doesn't follow orders. Fire spreads. And Jason Reeve was already burning.